Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We're here with Kevin Mao. Kevin, it's so good to thank you. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure. Yeah.
You know, I went down to see you at Coconut Willie's. That was a blast. You know, people love you there.
Coconut Willie's is such a great place to be. We have having live entertainment for the last 32 years in the international marketplace there.
Right, but it wasn't always Coconut Willie's. What was it before?
It was the Cox Roost for all the old timers, and back in the old days in the marketplace was a great place to go to have a night out.
Exactly. I noticed they have those macaw parrots. Did you ever get bit by one?
Well, no, but would like to kill one of these days. They
a little noisy, aren't they?
Yeah, they sing off key. You know?
Oh, I can imagine. Listen, you come from a musical family, don't you?
Right.
Tell me about your father.
Well, my dad, Gilbert Mao, Chuck, his nickname. He's played in the Royal Hawaiian Band for 30 years, but he has taught me my music. He played the French horn in the orchestra, and he's played for people like Jack Benny and Johnny Mathis, Henry Mancini, Rosemary Clooney. Played for President Kennedy and President
means
Reagan.
He was played off island, I would assume.
He's been around the world playing, and yeah, he's played with the big names, but never really. He never really mentions it to us too much. He kept music on a low key there, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
The Royal Hawaiian Band. Now, how far does the history go back on
well,
that? Do you
I'm
know?
not sure. I know they started back in 1800s. King Kalakaua, who was the Merry Monarch. He was a partier. He liked to throw parties. Yeah. So he started up the band back in the 1800s, and they've been going strong ever since. And people go out to see him at the Iolani Palace and Kapiolani Park. And they're, you know, known around the world.
Your dad didn't play with him back then, did he?
Well, not at the 1800s, though.
Yeah. So what about a formal musical background? Did he teach you formally?
Well, yeah, I learned. He taught me when I was very young, and I studied music myself, University of Hawaii, and I went under private tutors from Berkeley School of Music guys who taught me composition. Gary Shimabukuro, who was the conductor for Al Harrington's show, and he taught me composition, and I learned this guitar from this other guy from Berkeley, which is like a jazz school, which is kind of what I love playing. I love Latin music, like Rolando's music, and but jazz is my favorite. Yeah.
Well, you play other instruments then, I would assume.
Yeah, I play drums and keyboards and
no Winwoods or
saxophone,
sax and stuff like that.
I used to play saxophone on the cruise ships before. I wasn't really that good, but it just
you just give me a break.
Just hold it. It looks good.
But you know something? I mean, look at you. You look like a kid.
I am.
I think you're even younger than I am.
Well, I started in Waikiki in 1980. I started playing there.
Yeah,
but I was 5 years old back then. You know, I was very young. You know.
Unbelievable. Well, you know what? I love your music. You know, and I do have your CDs. And I wondered if you can give us one more song.
Sure.
Thanks
I'll be happy to.
Kevin Mao, everybody. Let's get Kevin Mao.
It's time to face it. Don't let it get away. Your dreams await you at the start. Keep on moving and wipe the tears away. Just look beyond, you rise above it all. Malia, you're a dancer in the wind. Malia, will you let it dance? I'd like to meet you, but I know you don't exist. You're someone that I made up in my mind. So who am I to tell you what's really right or wrong? Look for me, I know you hear me call you. Malia, you're a dancer in the wind. But Leah, will you let it the darkness and step into the light. You realize you had it all the time.